Okay, here we are, and we're going to continue on here with our Perry residence. And in this one, I'm going to put in some windows, do a demonstration of windows and how to make a window schedule. So, what is a schedule? Right? A schedule is just a fancy architect word for spreadsheet. That's this guy right down here. So, what's really nice about this is I can say, oh, I can look on my windows around here and I can see, okay, what's window type 2? That's Mark 2. It's this big, it's this, it's wood, it's triple pane. And I can go down the list. Okay, here's type 1. It's 6 foot by 5 foot, blah, blah, blah. There it all is. So, how are these done in Revit is really what we want to do. I'm going to bring this over to my other monitor here so I can see. There you go. So I can see, sort of look at this as I'm making it. You might want to do that if you're at school. You could put the PDF on your laptop and you can work on the monitor. But I'm just going to get it in here so I can see the window schedule. I know you can't see it on this video, but that's fine because you do have a copy of it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, now keep in mind I'm not doing the windows that are in the project. You'll have to do those, but you're going to follow this same technique. So I'm going to go up to Architecture, Window. Now if I go to my type selector here, I have a bunch of different windows. What I'd like you to do is just put in 5 different windows. So I'll grab this 16 by 24 here. I'm just going to pop it in over here. Now you'll notice when I hover it over, I have a choice to put the glass towards the outside or inside. I'm just going to put all the glass towards the outside. Now I'm going to grab the 24. I'm going to actually just do 3. I'll do this one. Okay. I've got 3 different windows here. Okay. Now, with these windows, like this one, I could always go to Edit Type. Okay, here it is. Here's all the settings associated with this window. Here's how it looks in plan. I can duplicate this and give it a new name with new dimensions and put in new dimensions, and I could make 100 different windows if I wanted to. Okay, I'm just going to hit cancel there. I just wanted to show you that. All right, so let's put a window tag on here first. So the window tag, I'll just bring this over, is this little marker right there saying I'm window type 2. I know that's small, but you can again look at yours. So how do we do a tag of windows in Revit? We're going to go up to Annotate, Tag by, let's do Tag All. Okay, this is handy. You can do tag by category, which means you can just do kind of one thing at a time, or tag all. Let's do tag all. And now it's saying, what do you want to tag in this view? And what I want to do is Windows, hit OK. Oh, look at, here's some tags here. So I'm going to move these just sort of down. I'm going to move them on this side of the wall. We might need to keep them out there, but just for this demonstration, I'll just move them down. And I'm also aligning them. Now, one thing I want to do is change their marker numbers. So if I look at this window, I'm just going to click on it. In the properties, it says this is Mark 1. So I could change it here if I wanted to and let's just put A. Okay. Now for this one, I'm going to change it to A. You are changing a type parameter. This could affect many elements. Continue. Yes. Don't just ignore that. This one, I'm going to call this type B. The nomenclature is up to you. It could be numbers, could be letters. I'm just going to use B in this case. Finally, this one I'll call C. And I will name this C. Okay, I have A, B, C. All right, let's select those tags. Let's go up to leader line and click yes, add a leader line. You can hit apply to see what happens there. And let's go to edit type. And let's do a liter arrowhead of 30 degrees filled. Okay. Now we have a nice little arrow associated with it. That can be really useful because sometimes you have other notes around and you want to be like, this window is A, this window is B. You don't want any confusion in there. All right, we've got 3 different window types. They're A, B, C. Now let's make a schedule for these windows. If I look on the window schedule on the Perry Residence, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns. They're mark, width, height, type, material, glass, and notes. So we need to create a window schedule that has all that. So I'm going to go to schedules down here. I'm going to right click and do new schedule quantities. So Revit's like, what sort of schedule or spreadsheet do you want to make? I'm going to go all the way to the bottom and click Windows and click OK. So for Windows, it's saying, hey, here are all the possible column types. All right. So my first one is mark. Oh, I see it on the list here. I'm going to put that one over. So I'm going to click on the number or the category here, and then I'm going to click the green arrow to include it into my schedule. Next one is width. Include that. Next one is height. I'm going to include that. The next one is type. I'm going to put it under, well, let's just try type once. This might work. We might have to get rid of it and use type comments instead, but we'll find out. Type. Then there's material, glass, and notes. And I don't see material, glass, and notes here. So we're going to have to create those, but we'll look at these ones first, and then we'll finish it up with the other ones. Okay, so I'm hit OK. Okay, so right away it takes you here. It says, okay, here's your window schedule. Here's mark A, B, C. Here's the width of each of those windows, and then here's the type of each of those windows. But the type under the window schedule has something else listed. Okay, so let's see what we can do about that. I'm going to go to level 1 floor plan. I'm going to grab the first one here, and I'm going to click edit type. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see if we can. Okay. I see down here, I don't see type where I could sort of change. I could change the name up here. I could duplicate this and then change it to triple tilt wash double hung, which is on the window schedule. But I could also leave it as 16 by 24 and we can just change that column in the window schedule. So let's do that. I'm going to go back to my schedule now so you can see it created here, or you can just click on it up here because we already opened it. And I want to edit these fields. All right, so I'm going to click edit. So instead of type, I'm going to bring that one over. I'm going to do type comments and bring that over. Okay, and I'm going to hit OK. All right, now I'm going to go to my level 1 floor plan. I'm going to click on window A. In the window schedule, in your example, this would be window 1, but you can, like I said, you could use numbers or letters for marks. It's your call. All right, I'm going to go up to edit type. Now for this particular window, I'm going to go down to type comments and I'm going to write in triple tilt wash double hung. That's what's on the notes on the window schedule. And I'm going to hit OK. And I'll notice here in my window schedule that it now says that under type comments. Okay, so for window mark B, I'll use the next one on the list here. It's a single tilt wash double hung. Now, I can actually write that right in here. I don't need to go to the actual window like I did before. So I'm going to type in single tilt wash double hung. So this is the beauty of Revit. They're all connected. Whatever I change here will also change the type. So I'm going to hit enter here. It's saying, hey, do you want to do this? It's going to change All those windows that are 24 by 24 is going to say this in their sort of information. Is that what you want? Yes. Okay, and the third one now is another single. So if I click in here, I can actually just click this little button and I can just select something I've already written, hit OK. There it is. Now, if I go to the floor plan, I select, say, window type B, hit edit type. I can see that that information is in there now. Pretty useful. Okay, so our window schedule is coming along, but we need to add material, glass, and notes. All right, so how do we do that? What we need to add is another parameter to our project here. So I'm going to go up to Manage, Project Parameters. Okay, there's one on this list. I don't need that one. I'm just going to add one. I'm going to call this first one Material. Now, I'm going to check type here and the type of parameter. So type here, we want this to be a type parameter. So that means for a certain window type, we want this to be an option for all those types. This will make more sense as we go forward. For type of parameter, I'm going to change this to text. And I want to group this parameter. Remember when I go to a window and click edit type, it has all that information. I want to group that under the identity data. You'll see this when we go back. I know this is the most into the weeds we're going to be here. Okay. So just remember, give it the name, give it the type, give it the text, because that means we can just write whatever we want, identity data, and then we want to assign this to Windows. All right, and we're going to hit OK. So there's material. I'm going to hit OK. Now, let's go to fields. If you look on our list here, we now have material. I'm going to move that over. I'm going to hit OK. Here it is on my list. Now, if I go to level 1 floor plan, you could hit save right here. I'm going to go to A, hit edit type. If I look under identity data, I now see material, and I could just write in wood. Okay. Go to my window schedule. It's populated. Now, all of them are wood, so I'm just going to assign these to all of them, my 3 windows. Okay, for yours, you're going to have 5. I'm going to do exactly the same thing to get the glass and the other one notes in here. All right, so I'm just going to go up to Manage, Project Parameters, Add. I'm going to call this one Glass, Type, Text, Identity Data, Windows, OK. Value for the parameter to the currently selected elements. No, don't worry about that. It's just because I had something selected. Just say OK. Okay, I'm going to add another one. Notes, Type, Text, Identity Data, Windows, OK. Just hit OK. And OK one more time. I'm going to go to my fields and I'm going to add glass. Got material in there already and notes. I'm going to add that. I'm going to hit OK. There they are, glass notes. Now I'm just going to write the first one is triple pane. Enter. Yes. The next one is triple pane. And the next one down is triple pane privacy. There we go. Okay. And I can add whatever notes I want. On the window schedule in the project, there's nothing there. But this window schedule has everything I need at the moment. I just want to do some further editing. So I'm going to go first to sorting grouping. I'm going to click edit. I want this window schedule to always be sorted by mark, ascending, and I don't want to itemize every one. Yeah, let's do itemize every instance. That's fine. We can just do that for now. You can do that for your project. It'll work just fine. We could, if we didn't do this, we'd have to have a count in here, so we can say there's 5 window type A's. So let's itemize every instance, and let's go to formatting. Okay, for the heading of mark, I can change this to all caps, and I can center align it. I'm going to do the same for width. I'm going to center align it. I'm going to do the same for height. Center. For type comments, since in this example on the Perry residence just called type, I'm just going to put type there. I'm going to center align that. Material, center align, glass center align, and for notes, I'll keep it left aligned. And let's go to appearance. Everything looks good here. Not going to change anything. You can just change the grid lines and so on. All right, I'm going to hit OK. So everything's centered now. I like how this window schedule looks. Okay, let's go to our sheet. All right. I'm going to go ahead and slide the level 1 floor plan over by left clicking, holding down, letting go, and just clicking. So I'm getting my floor plan on there. And I'm going to do the same with the window schedule. I'm just going to bring it over and click. Okay, so now they're both in there. I just need to do some editing about getting the title like this up to where it belongs, and then handling the floor plan with the elevation markers, which is something we went over in class. Okay, so we set up the sheet. We got windows in there. We have different window types. We made the whole window schedule from using column parts that were built into Revit, and then we made our own as well. So you can make this whatever you want, whatever you need to. All right, that should get you started for your next assignment, which you will get a write-up for momentarily. All right, I'll see you in class.